Council regular meeting, 5:30 p.m. Monday, July 28, 2025, City Hall Council Chambers. If I could have everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome everyone. We have no changes or additions to the agenda.
Move to close the agenda.
Second. Motion and seconded, close the agenda. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. On to the consent agenda. We've got City Council minutes, special joint City Council and Water and Light Commission meeting minutes of July 16th, 2025. Regular City Council meeting minutes of July 14th, 2025. Special boards and commissions, special Water and Light Commission meeting minutes of July 16th, 2025. Also, we've got an application for exemption from lawful gambling permit, Worthington Area Chamber of Commerce, and bills payable.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. On to administration.
All right, the first item is Tammy Mack from the Madras Memorial Auditorium Performing Arts Center. He's going to give an update, give a recap of the last season's events and a preview of the upcoming 25-26 performances. Tammy?
Thank you. Thank you everyone for having me today. I was going to do another little video with a recap, but that became too many things, so I'll just tell you a little bit about our last season. A couple of the big events that happened. We did a Dia de los Muertos celebration last fall where we had commissioned an artist to create two almost 9 feet tall Catrinas, and they're just absolutely beautiful, and we used them as a centerpiece for the celebration. And since they've been on display at the auditorium, they moved to Minnesota West from there, and then from Minnesota West they now have moved to the History Center. So they're making the rounds around Worthington, and it's really fun to be able to share them with everyone. And then that same weekend, the Southwest Minnesota Arts Council held their annual meeting at the Memorial Auditorium, so we had a big celebration with that as well. Some other things that are kind of unique about this year. Because of the construction at the library, the Arts Center was closed for renovations, and so we held the high school art show with over 400 pieces of art at the Memorial Auditorium, and we tied that in with the high school musical. So we had hundreds and hundreds of people that came in through our lobby to see the art, and it was really fun to listen to everyone talk about how they didn't realize we had so many talented artists with our students and so on. Following the high school art show, the Nobles County Art Center did their art show as well at the Memorial Auditorium. So it was really fun to bring in all of that art into our beautiful lobby and have people enjoy it. Another thing that we did, we had a premiere of a play by a Corinne writer who created a play, and it was put on with the Nobles County Integration Collaborative funding that they got through a grant. And we did a public performance and a school performance of that, and it was absolutely fantastic. If any of you know Tauntaun was one of the lead characters in the play, one of the lead actors, so it was really fun to have him be a part of that, and it was a fantastic play, and just fun to see a group of people who hadn't been in the auditorium before, a lot of them, come to see that performance. We did the Fly Dance Company. We had them come out of Austin, Texas, and they spent a week in our schools working with, I think they calculated around 1,200 students, and in all the different, we went to every single school building in Worthington, including Worthington Christian and St. Mary's. We did a little bit at the Center for Active Living and the 2 dance academies in town. And it was really fun to have this group and fun to watch the kids just in 1 hour how much confidence they gained in themselves, and it was a really great affirming message that they brought. And then at the end of the week, we had an almost sold out show with the Fly Dance Company dancing hip hop dance to the Worthington Area Symphony Orchestra. And it was just so much fun to see something completely different. I had an audience member come to me after the show and he said, we had no idea what we were coming to see tonight, but we're so glad that we came, and we've really learned to trust that if it's happening here, we're going to enjoy ourselves. So we just took a leap of faith and came to this, and it was really fantastic. We also had over 200 students that were given free passes to come and see it, and a lot of their parents came to the concert as well. So really fun. And that was kind of the ending of our year this last year. The highlight of my summer so far, I got to be the MC for City Band on the 4th of July, so that was really fun to be a part of that. And I always just really enjoy the City Band, and I'm very proud that we have the wonderful municipal city band that we have here. And I also just want to mention before I show you the coming season that we have a show coming up in August that has ties to City Hall actually. Denise Wither is one of the employees here, and she and another woman have a production company, a theatrical production company, and they're going to be putting on a community theater production at Memorial Auditorium. It's called Moonglow, and it's coming up August 15th and 16th at 7 p.m. and at the 17th it'll be a matinee at 2. So I welcome you all to come and join in with that and be supportive of that community theater production. And with that, I'm going to show a little video of our upcoming season.
SS Edmund Fitzgerald, sinking in Lake Superior on 10 November 1975 with loss of life. The search results: 20 cork life preservers, 8 oars, 1 piece of a sounding board, there are no chalk markings on the sounding board, 8 flotation tanks, 1 large built-up wooden fender block with line, 2 propane cylinders, 1 with valve cover, 13 life rings, 1 piece of a life ring, 1 wooden stool, prow of the ship fighting harder to regain the surface. You've been on the lake 29 hours, and she is tired of playing with you. Behind you, the 3 sisters are building. The 3 sisters are part of the lake's mythology. 3 huge consecutive waves.
At 1639, the national.
Parent dance yard of the Browns Messengers. I remember on Christmas Eve morning, getting in the way back of a 1965 Impala station wagon. My mom and dad are up front, my sister is in the middle, and me in the way back, surrounded by pillows and blankets and wrapping paper and packages. And my brother, who's tolerable because he's asleep. We're on our way to Missouri, to my grandparents' farm, where my grandmother waits worried sick until we arrive. And we're driving through Iowa past the white two-paved farmhouses, and every time we pass a fence that's over 10 feet tall, my dad says, "Hey, look, the kids' nudist colony." And we stretch to see the errant nudist, and Dad, what do nudists do in the winter? What do you think? They bundle up, they're the crazy crafty nudists. And we drive along and my mom starts singing, "What did I away, boys, what did I away?" And we sing that. She weighed a Washington, Mom, she weighed a Washington. My mom had a song for every state in the Union. I remember her song for Wisconsin, I love to live in Wisconsin and smell the dairy air. We drive down the city.
So I threw that perm box on the table. She grabbed a towel. We were doing it. So we did the perm, and let me tell you this, it took hours. It was a nightmare. I almost lost an eye. Chemical was everywhere. My scalp was burning. We lost a couple of chunks of hair. But I knew it would be worth it because I figured I am changing my identity. I'm going to be a new person. When I go to school, all the kids are going to stare as I walk in, slow motion. And they're going to be thinking, "Wow, who's that new cool kid? And how can I be friends with him?" just me getting high.
You may have seen dueling pianos before, but you've never seen anything like us. 6 o'clock on Friday evening, mama doesn't know she's leaving. Just she hears the scream of slammer, roll, squealing, gears and jamming. Logan comes to the station, blaring on the radio. They pick him up at 7. They head him to the road.